Hi, it's Scott, ROCKFILE, back with another podcast review for you. Going to talk about the 4K edition of the 2017 film Marrowbone. If they weren't selling this as a big horror movie on the back, I would have probably enjoyed it more as a thriller, psychological thriller, dark thing, tale. You don't really know it takes place in the 60s till it gets started either. Marrowbone is the story of a family that tries to stay together. They've got a secret they need to keep, and some weird stuff starts happening in the house they're living in. The movie starts, this family, you really don't know much about what's happened. The mom has decided they're going to move back into this old house that they used to have, and they're going to start a new life here. And the upstairs is bricked up, and there's weird noises coming and little scary kind of things happen here and there. But then mom passes away. This all happens in the beginning. I'm not giving too much away. And the kids try to maintain the house. The oldest is about to be 21, so they're hoping they can kind of keep things under wraps until he's old enough to sign over the papers and everything. And they're trying to cover up the fact that mom passed away. Now, there's a lawyer in town who's interested in one of the girls, and so he comes around a bit too much. George McKay, Anya Taylor-Joy, Charlie Heaton, Mia Goth. This is a stacked motion picture as far as the actors go. Some of the younger actors you've seen in other things as well. The name of the movie is the last name of Mom. They've decided to go back, and that's also the name of the house. And I don't want to tell you more about it because I don't want to give anything away. But if you're into this, it's more drama than anything about the family trying to survive in pretty dire circumstances. Well, from that aspect, it's not a bad movie. It's well acted, well directed. Everything kind of plays out as it should. It had a $9 million budget estimated and made about $12 million. It wasn't a big hit back in 2017. I don't know how they corralled all these famous people in it. Sergio G. Sanchez directed it, and everything in the extras is in Spanish. This is an American release. This is a U.S. movie. Everything's in English, but the producers, everybody behind the scenes speak Spanish. All the extras, all the behind the scenes, everything about it. And you look at the production companies, everything is Latin, well, except for the stars and the way the movie was made. So that's an interesting aspect of it, and maybe why I honestly hadn't heard about this movie. It started popping up on those lists of horror movies you've never seen. There is some horror movie tropes in here. There are some scary things. There was a jump scare or two that actually made me jump, but I also have a big surround sound system, and if they make a loud jump scare is going to pretty much make anybody jump. Makes my dogs jump. I do like how a lot of the movie played out, and some of the creepy things that happen are very creepy. Some of the horror things that happen are very horror, but overall, in the end of the movie and the way it ends, none of it's bad. It's just I don't know if they really told the story that they wanted to fully tell. Because I haven't read the screenplay. I think the cinematography's good. It's edited well. The acting is very good, but it didn't go, I don't want to say how I expected, but not how I really would think it would go. And I don't know. It was a little more disappointing than I expected. Now, as a 4K, it was fine. It had a decent lossless surround sound mix, and it was basically an upscale. Blacks, dark colors, that helped very well with that. I didn't watch the Blu-ray. I couldn't compare. But as a 4K, there was nothing that stood out that said, ooh, this looks like a Blu-ray upconverted. No, I mean, it looked fine. It just didn't, there's nothing about it that blows you away. It does have decent cinematography. They film in a real house. Everything looks real. Watching the extras, they were in a house where they were able to film within the parameter of things without taking out walls and stuff and making it look different. It has a kind of claustrophobic, you're really in this old house feel. And I think the movie works overall. It just, people had called it disturbing. And yeah, I guess when the plot twist and you learn everything that's going on and things that happened before the movie started, I guess it is kind of dark and disturbing, but we've seen worse, and there's been worse in horror movies that have come out this year. So all in all, I think Marrowbone was worth the money I paid. It was on HamiltonBook.com for $4.98 for a 4K. So I kind of knew what I was getting. The lower the price of the Blu-ray or the 4K on HamiltonBook.com usually belies the quality of the film. But again, you've got Mia Goth, and Anya Taylor-Joy, I'll literally watch them in anything. And George McKay and Charlie Heaton. Good actor, Tom Fisher. There's some decent actors in here doing some really good work. But all in all, you need to be in the mood for this movie. And I was really in the mood for a good horror movie, and it just kind of left me, wow, there's a lot of drama in here. But again, there is some horrible stuff. I don't want to say it's not a horror movie. It is a horror movie, but I don't want to compare it to other movies. It reminds me of some of those movies we got after The Sixth Sense. Not The Sixth Sense itself, but we got some more gothic things were somewhere between dramas and horror movies, The Others and movies like that. This is kind of along that vein. Maybe or maybe not. It's a ghost, maybe or maybe not. Something's alive in the house. You'll have to figure out the mysteries and all that. It's well crafted. It's well made. It just didn't blow me away, and not one of my favorite movies of the year. Again, it was worth the $4.95 I paid to review it for this podcast. I can claim it on my taxes or whatever. It's a business expense. Ha, ha, ha. But I wouldn't run out and see it. Like I just reviewed Fight or Flight. I would run right out and spend $15 on that one. Go ahead and buy that Blu-ray. This one, you got to be in the mood for it or really like one of the actors to really enjoy it. I'm glad there were extras and behind-the-scenes stuff. It was interesting that it was all subtitled and in Spanish. But other than that, it gets a halfway recommendation. If it sounds like your cup of tea, then watch it. I don't think it's everybody's cup of tea, and I think some people will be disappointed in it. I was a little disappointed, but overall thought it was a pretty well-made film. Just didn't blow me away. I think all of the actors involved are in better movies. Marrowbone, it's available now, and you can find it pretty cheap on HamiltonBook.com if you're into 4K. Scott, I'm ROCKFILE. More podcasts are on the way. Please like, share, and subscribe, and have a spectacular day.